Everyone here to have a good time? Yeah. Who doesn't like rhetorical questions? Don't answer that. Wow, this is what I call a full house. Because I definitely see 3 10s. Yeah, and a pair of queens. Wow, Morro Bay, where are all my white people at? Yeah. I haven't seen this many white people in one place since I watched the Hallmark Channel. Wow. How about some gratuitous applause for Sebastian Scott for kicking the show off? Yeah. I'd like to thank him for pronouncing my name correctly. My name is Sal Espana. My full name is Salvador Antonio Espana de Garcia. I am a Latino, and it was recently driven home to me how Latino I am when we threw my daughter's quinceañera. We had her baby shower the same day. Yeah. It's what we get for naming her Concepcion. Yeah. I'm actually half Latino, half Irish. Yeah, which makes me a wetback paddywhack. Yeah. Consequently, I present as white. Sorry for the cultural appropriation. Transitioning to white was relatively easy for me because I can't dance. And I actually like yard sales. I live in Santa Maria, California, where we press 2 for English. I do love living in Santa Maria. Great Mexican food. You guys got Taco Bell. We've got Del Taco. Yeah, you could pay less for a burrito, but I don't recommend it. No, we have great Mexican restaurants down there, and I see signs offering great deals like 3 gratis. I ain't sure what gratis is, but I bet it comes with chicken. And I can't wait to try their piso mojado. Oh my God, I lick that stuff up. I'm kind of bummed though. Every time I go, they're all out of Fumar. Okay, just checking. Tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a chronic procrastinator. More on that later. Because I procrastinate, I multitask to try to catch up, and I'm also dyslexic, so sometimes I screw it up. Like just last week, I fed my computer and put my dog to sleep. Yeah. So now I have a cat. Yeah, I think my cat's Jewish. Because he doesn't meow, it's more of a meow, meow, meow. And he celebrates Purim. Yeah, go ahead. I'll wait. I used to have a cat that meowed like Genie Cagney in one of those little gangster films. It was like, meow, say, meow, say. My last cat meowed like Robert De Niro in Taxi Driver. It was like, meow. Meow. As you can tell, I'm not an impressionist. No. I'm more of a post-impressionist. Yeah, here's my impression of a post. Any cat people? Where are my cat people at? There's got to be cat people here. Maybe you can explain this. Why does cat food smell better coming out of the cat than it does coming out of the can? Seriously, it's true. Any physics majors want to explain that one? All I know is every time my cat uses the box, I'm like, don't have COVID. Yeah. I had one cat that would never go in the box. We probably shouldn't have named him Schrodinger. Google that, you'll laugh your asses off. Okay. You guys all heard that saying, there's more than one way to skin a cat? Yeah, I'm good. I've always been an outlier. I always like to think outside the box. And one way I'm an outlier is I think we should increase the range of animals permissible to have as pets to include bears. Just so when you walk into PetSmart, there's a big sign in the back that says, Bear Necessities. Speaking of racist Disney movies. For a while, I was dating a librarian at Cal Poly who had anger issues. And every time she got mad, she'd chuck a book at my head. And one time, it was a hardback of David Copperfield. And she's like, ow! Another time, it was a copy of Ayn Rand's The Fountainhead. It was a paperback, but it still hurt like the Dickens. I was hoping you'd be an Ayn Rand crowd here. For some reason, I thought Morro Bay would be full of them. You know what really chaps my hide? Chaps. Maybe I'm not wearing them right. I don't know. Yeah. Wouldn't it be ironic if on the Titanic they only serve salads with iceberg lettuce? Yeah. Yeah. First time humans ever ate chicken, what did they compare it to? Because I picture some Cro-Magnon going, tastes like bat. because they lived in caves. Before Thomas Edison invented the light bulb, what went on over people's heads when they had a really great idea? A lantern? A candle? Anybody? I don't know. We'll never know that one. I'm getting up there in age. I'm getting old, and I'm trying to be healthy, so I'm trying to eat right for my age. And so I'm sticking to the 4 food groups that are right for my age, which are laxatives, painkillers, antidepressants, and fruit. I am actually overall very healthy. This is true. I have not thrown up since the 80s. Yeah. Thank God Bananarama never released another album. Bananarama. Yeah. Okay. Really horrible band from the 80s. Yeah. 4 girls not singing harmony. They're all singing the same note. What's the point? Kind of like the Spice Girls. What's the point? You'll never hear them on America's Got Talent. Okay. Thank you for throwing me off. I totally don't know where I'm going right now. I'm a COVID virgin. I never caught COVID.
That's not true.
It's true. I never caught COVID. I did get sick once during the lockdown. I got tested. Good news, it wasn't COVID. It was just SARS. Yeah. But no, I got really sick. I lost my sense of taste. So now I only listen to mumble rap and Lizzo. People did weird stuff during the lockdown. I don't know if you heard about this. Arnold Schwarzenegger started driving for Lyft. Yeah, he chose Lyft because it's not an Uber. Yeah. Is it redundant to see handicap plates on a Prius? I don't know. Honda makes a car called the Odyssey. It gets great gas mileage, but it takes you 20 years to find your way home. Much better than the Ford Iliad. 1 horsepower. Yeah. Toyota makes a car called the Highlander. And I saw 2 of them. There can be only one. Yeah. Hey, we finally got the answer to that question. Hey, Charles, who died and made you king? How we doing on time there? Trent, how we doing?
Good.
Good, okay. 1 minute, okay. Now I got to vamp. No, keep going. I wish I had pulled my notes out earlier, then I'd know where I am in my set. And okay. Because I'm supposed to keep it clean and okay. No, I don't know if you guys saw this. The Rolling Stones toured last year, and their tour was sponsored by AARP. It's true. It's true. What people don't know is they're touring again next year. It's going to be sponsored by the Neptune Society. Yeah. We are losing a lot of our great rock legends. Tom Petty won't come around here no more. If you remember that horrible day you wake up, Tom Petty's dead. You're like, oh, wow, really? This day's not good. And then it turns out, wait. He's on life support. There's still hope. And 8 hours of no news. And as we all know, the waiting is the hardest part. Yeah. We lost Aretha Franklin. Don't worry, I'm not going to do an Aretha Franklin joke. No, do I need to spell out why? Yeah. Prince is officially purple now. I have a new favorite band. They're called the Jackson 4. I live in Santa Maria, and the Jackson trial was big news down there. And I don't know if you guys watched this, but Jackson's lawyers wanted members of his family to testify as character witnesses in the trial. But the judge ruled it wouldn't be germane. Tommy Ramone, the last of the original Ramones, has passed away. So how many Ramones are gone now? 1, 2, 3, 4! Okay. Y'all heard that cliche, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas? Yeah, that's why I never see my kids. You guys have been phenomenal. Thank you for coming out here and supporting live comedy on the Central Coast.